Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Queen's Park for Life. As always, I'm your host Glenn Marshall. This week on the show we got the biggest loser of them all, Ian Edwards. How you doing, mate?
Good, mate, good. Major loser.
Major loser, that's the one. Oh, well, it was a disappointing result, I guess, for the boys yesterday. But we'll talk about that in a bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll run through here, mate. Just give us a brief history of your involvement with the club over the years.
Well, we were quite lucky. We lived in New Plymouth, and one day the old man came home and said, "Oh, listen, we're going to Invercargill." I was like, "Where's Invercargill?" So we came down, and this was 1977 of all times, and we had the four boys, of course, wanted to play football, and we went down to Thistle on one weeknight, wherever it was. There was no training going on, and the guys showed it around there, and they were really keen, of course. But there wasn't no spark there. And then we came to an actual training night with Queen's Park, and everything just felt great. Bill Smith sort of looked after us and put us in some teams, and we went from there, really. It was just towards the end of the season, so there was only like 4 or 5 games left.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was us. So Queen's Park basically got 4 Edwards boys straight up.
Yeah,
so that was good. Yeah.
Got the family signings.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that was us really. And I probably played one game second grade, I think. Then I played two or three games Donald Gray, and then the next season I just started Southern League straight away as a 16-year-old, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
So you were obviously playing Southern League the last time we were in it, before this year, obviously.
Yeah, probably that's right. Yeah, and I think we saw that at Green Island the other week when Langer and I put our hands up as we were both playing. Yeah, so yeah, amazing.
Back
really.
in '96.
Yeah, old people.
before the knee surgeries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, so it was good. Yeah.
So what is your sort of assessment of the season so far, and what do you think we need to improve on the most to sort of get the results?
I think before we went into the league, I think a lot of the players and even the people were a bit naive about what to expect. And I think they just thought, we carry on playing the way we were before and doing the same habits, etc. But I think, and that caught us out in some of the early games. And I think it's because we probably had it a bit too easy the last couple of years in Donald Gray. Yeah. And so people got bad habits, and Paddy talks about this, not caring about when you miss a chance, like in training or in a game, whereas you've got to have that passion there. And I think we miss a bit of that passion, to be honest, in some cases. But, and I think we talk to players about every league that you go up, all it is faster. Yeah, it's nearly always faster and probably slightly tougher or stronger you need to be. And I don't think part of the faster thing is not just about quicker with the ball and quicker movement, it's quicker thinking and understanding of what's going on and understanding space and players. And I think that's our biggest naivety, that we don't have that skill set, and a lot of players have taken a long time to understand where they should be playing the ball and that decision-making process mostly. Yeah. It's been quite tough, really. Yeah. And I think that's affected our game in terms of giving the ball away too much. Because in this era now, it's all about keeping the ball in position and controlling the game, whereas we haven't done that in a lot of cases. Yeah, we just give the ball away far too much. Yeah,
certainly gone are the days where you just pack 10 men behind the ball and punt it up to a fast striker.
Exactly, yeah.
Which can be effective.
I think it was Marathon, wasn't it? Yeah.
So where do you think the team should be able to finish?
I think we've definitely got better, and we're moving the ball better and faster. And I think yesterday was an unlucky case, especially in the first instance. But I think if we can beat the Wanakas of the world and the Green Islands again, etc., and maybe get a few more draws against those mid-table teams, then I think we should get 3rd or 4th from bottom.
Yep.
Just based on where we are now. If I'd have said at the start of the season, 3rd or 4th from bottom, I'd have been happy with that. Yeah. So I think it would have been good to have maybe a couple more slightly experienced players. Yeah. Because we've got a lot of quality young guys in there.
A lot of guys under 25.
Yeah, and we've never had a truly full squad. We've never played our best 11. They've just not been available or injured or whatever. So, and yesterday we missed Caleb and Caleb. So I think they would have made
Liam
a big difference.
McClure.
Yeah, Liam, yeah. No, like I say, we only get him on away games mostly, so it makes it really tough.
It does, it sure does. Yeah, how important do you think it is for clubs in Southland to have a team in this competition? Obviously, it's hard to sort of grow as a club if you're just doing the same thing year on year. And
yeah, you're dead right. I mean, it just becomes stagnant. I mean, look at what's happened to Hopi, because there was no growth there or development. And I think it's critical that we have at least one team or more in the Southern League. Like we used to have 2 or 3 in years.
Yeah, that's right.
A long time ago. And it's really crucial for the players to have another level to go to. and you only develop by playing better opposition and watching how they play and what they do. The guys should have learned some great lessons yesterday from what Rosalind did in terms of controlling the game and controlling the players. They were quite physical, but we can get a bit more physical in that way around.
Yeah.
Legal physical. Yeah, but it's really important that clubs have got teams in the best league that you can get them into.
Because we've had Southland teams into every now and then for a few years, but it's a different feel about it, isn't it?
I've never really liked them, and I was involved early on with the Spirit when that came about. Took some early training before I think Kenny came down, whoever it was, and they're not really sustainable. They just don't. As I say, they might go for 3 years, and they import players, and it costs a lot of money, and it just isn't sustainable.
There's no real base behind it.
And there's no real passion from the fans for it. You know, you got the Southland thing, but it's not. There's not the same passion and drive there. You know what I mean? And some of those teams have done really well in the past. Listen to Lindsay Thomas; he'd say that he won everything through Telecom and Spirit. But
Well, they were playing in the South Island League a couple of years ago, weren't they?
We used to fly up to Christchurch to play football, which is incredible, really.
Yeah.
But I think that isn't sustainable. And it's great to see someone like Queen's Park in that league doing the business, and that's all we can do, really. And it's great to see the Wanakas of the world in it as well. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are some of your favourite memories in the Queen's Park show?
Probably Chatham Cup quarter final, which is amazing that we've made a quarter final against Dunedin City, and we were 1-0 up with 5 minutes to go in the first half, and then this a player they'd sort of borrowed from Leeds in the off season, from Leeds United. I think it was Gary Waddock or Gary Haddock, one of those two names, and he got a beautiful header and made it 1-1 at half time. So then it was always going to be a struggle, and so we lost 3-1 in the end, but it was great to make the quarter final. You know, with Queen's Park. I mean, I've done a few better things with other clubs, but when I was overseas, but that was great with Queen's Park. Trips away, always fun. Normally when we lost, we got more pissed and had more fun. That's the way it works.
Drown the sorrows.
It was just the way it was, really. And I was probably lucky to play with some great players. I mean, Malcolm Ferguson, captain New Zealand, you can't, beautiful player. People like Gavin Gowdy, who just playing out here, actually, is quite amazing. One day I was come back from injury playing Donald Gray, and I played a 1-2, tried to play a 1-2 with Gavin, and he didn't play it back to me. And he stopped the whole game and basically apologised and said, I should have given you the ball there. And it was incredible. He was that type of player. He just commanded a lot of stuff. But we had a Queen's Park team with the Barneys of the world, and the Yorkies and the Chickies and the Roy Starts and Trevor Agnews and Ross Corcoran. We had a solid squad there that we all knew what we could do. Nigel in goal and Dougie McIntosh. We all knew what we could do, and I think we played enough together for a few years where we made a solid unit and we knew exactly what we were doing. Never really made it I think we came third, was the best we got, but we should have done better, but we never really had a great coach. In all that time, we didn't really have a great coach. But some of those players, I mean, I see them now, and we still have a great laugh about it, and great experience. It was good. That's the Queen's Park. And of course, developing George and Nick when they're youngsters with Park, etc.
It must have been good.
It was great. And of course, playing with Nigel, Roger, and Peter, my brothers. So it was cool. Yeah, it's great.
And now they're playing in the Southern League.
Well, exactly. You
get to shout at them from the sideline.
I know. Frustrating sometimes, but But it's good.
Actually, I got told a story one time. I'm actually just wondering if it's true or not. Where I'm not sure who we were playing against or something. You were playing and you were getting really frustrated with our own team, like failing to score from corners or something, and we had a defensive corner and you headed it into your own net.
Oh no, so that was out.
Is that true?
That was out at Sandy Point, and we were getting hammered. We were losing like 6-0, but I was refereeing. Oh yeah.
You were reffing?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was refereeing. Yeah. And the ball came around, I thought, stuff this. And I just went and hammered the ball into the goal. So, I mean, it was really funny. Some of the boys had a great laugh about it, but a couple of them got a bit snotty about it. And one of them actually walked off the pitch. I don't know who it was, but yeah. It's just what we do, So, I mean, we 6 or 7-0 down with 10 minutes to go or something. So, I thought I'd have a bit of fun.
Score a header, you losers.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it like this.
They are, yeah. There was a few out there that day.
What is like the most enjoyable place or the best sort of stadium you've been to watch a football match?
Yeah, this was a hard one for me because when I lived in England, I was quite lucky. I was a bit of an amateur photographer, and then I got to do a contractor to do the photography for Portsmouth Hughes in an agency.
Oh, nice.
So I was really lucky. So I got to go to nearly all of the London clubs. The only one I didn't go to was Chelsea. I've been to Spurs.
Oh, so you missed the best one.
I've taken photos. Yeah, well, probably. Yeah, I didn't really want to go there. But I took photos at Spurs and Arsenal and Wimbledon in those days, etc. And Portsmouth and Bournemouth and Southampton, all that area really, Hampshire. So it was great. But probably one of the grounds that you loved was the old Wimbledon Plough Lane, because it was so tight and the fans were so close to the pitch, and there was hardly any room for photographers.
Yeah.
And you go there and there's just so much passion. They had a tiny press room, so there's no room for the photographers to go in there. And amazing place and the atmosphere. And that was in the days when Gascoigne played there with Spurs and had that holding when Vinny held his privates. You know, have you seen that photo?
I have, yeah.
So so it was in those days with the crazy gang at Wimbledon, and it was mad really. But there were some great teams, and I saw England play a few times. England 21s, took photos of them. So that was So that was some of the funny things. Obviously, I'm a Leicester fan as well as a Liverpool fan because I was born in Leicester. And one story from the Leicester game, the police the station was about 1 kilometre away from Filbert Street. So the police used to surround the fans when the train arrived, walk them down to Filbert Street, and then they'd all get in, go in their own little area. So the same thing happened on the way out. But for some reason, some builders had knocked down this brick wall, and there was all these bricks lying around and whatnot, and there was a crate of empty milk bottles. And it was in the stupid days when the fans were just trying to be evil to each other.
Yeah,
and
carnage.
So the police were surrounding these fans, walking them to the station, and the Leicester fans were throwing the bricks over the top and smashing the bottles and throwing the bottles over the top. It was mad. It was crazy. I mean, it's not like that now, of course, but it was crazy days. You had to be
CCTV
careful,
sort of sorted a bit of it out.
Yeah. So that was some good places I went to actually. It was really quite lucky.
I definitely love stadiums that are made for football pitches. Whether
right.
you get the fans, a couple of metres off the pitch.
Yeah.
Rectangle stadium,
Yeah. Probably the worst one I went to was Millwall. I don't know if Millwall's built near, of course, but with Millwall, you've got the stadium here like this, but there's got a 15-metre gap and a big concrete wall all the way round. Yeah, I know, and it's just a natural fighting ground. And the Millwall fans are mad. And you go in there, and we, as photographers, said, "Oh, how come nobody's going over there, the normal spot?" And somebody said to me, "Oh no, that's the family enclosure. They just constantly spit on you all the time."
Oh.
So Millwall not a great place to go to.
Yeah. Well, I might avoid that one then.
Yeah, exactly.
Over there.
Yeah. But I haven't been to Anfield, so I'd like to go to Anfield at some point if I can.
Right.
Yeah. So
good
stuff.
Speaking of Liverpool, it's a big night tonight, really, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Who are you picking to take it?
Well, obviously I want Liverpool to win, but Man City. I mean, they played some great football. And they're in the hot seat now. We blew it against Spurs. I think it was the game where we should never have drawn. We blew that one. And I think the biggest problem is I think by the end of the season we'll have played 63 games. In all our competitions, where I think Man City's played probably 7 or 8 less than that. So maybe it'll be a fatigue thing or whatever. But I'd just like to hope Stevie G can turn it around and get Villa just to get a draw.
Do you think Villa can upset them? Or?
Well, it's going to be at City's ground, which is going to be hard. But I'd like to see a draw there and we win and it's done and dusted then. So it'd be great. But and to win the 4 would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I'm definitely pissed off that we've lost 2 finals now.
Chelsea
lost 2 finals
isn't
on
it
penalties.
3, isn't it?
There hasn't been a goal. There hasn't been a goal in the game yet.
No.
We've lost both on penalties.
Oh, you lost the other one to Leicester 1-0 with the.
That was last year, the FA Cup.
Yeah. So I think we'll see what happens tonight or tomorrow morning.
And the other end of the tables. And there's some coaches in the hot seat too there.
I feel a bit sorry for probably the Leeds because they actually played some not bad football early on and then they lost their way a bit just because of the quality of the players and the depth of the players. And I think they deserve another chance. And I think Burnley's had their time, but they've been there 7 or 8 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, they can probably drop out. I mean, Everton, you've got to give them a tick for their win the other day, losing 2-0 to Palace, and Palace were all over them in the first half. And then to turn around
Palace have been quite good this season.
Oh, they have actually. Yeah, they're actually playing football like Liverpool and Arsenal of old, Yeah, so and that comes to the coach. Yeah, so, But yeah, I think if Leeds can stay up and Burnley goes down, it's not the end of the world. And I'd like to see Forest win the Championship playoff.
Yes, yeah.
Again, it's Huddersfield, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yep.
Yeah, so, and being a Leicester fan, we always had a rivalry with Forest. But Forest have got a great history in the top tier of football. So it'd be great to see them back there, yeah. Cool,
Yeah, well, hopefully Burnley stay up. I want Leeds gone.
You can't say that.
Here,
Paddy will come and smack you on, you realise.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm not in the squad. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't get down to film the game yesterday. It was terrible weather, so we watched it in the club rooms instead. But I filmed the after-match speeches, so we'll get them up and have a listen.
My throat's dead, obviously, from the game. But firstly, thanks to the refs. Hard game to control today. Obviously, two teams wanting to really play well and get a lot out of it. Thanks for the hospitality as well. It's much appreciated. Not going to lie about it. Today was a hard one for us. We're a few players down, but at the end of the day, it's like anything. You've got to have a good base, have a good structure, and have a lot of players at the ready as well. So our main job today was come down here, get 3 points. That's what it was really about. And we did sort out how we were going to play. We knew how you were going to play, and we just had to try and manage that. But obviously in the first half, we were quite lucky with the first goal after 2 minutes. So thanks for that. It kind of gave us a bit of calm, if I'm being honest. Our second goal, yeah, what a goal. To be fair, Sammy from a free kick. You guys are well structured. Just got to have a bit more belief in your structure. And I believe that once that comes to fruition, you're going to be fine. But it's just managing moments in games. And I think first half we were still on the bus. It's no disrespect to you, but second half I think we actually pulled it together. We got our structure right, and second half we dominated a bit better than we did in the first. To our guys, job done. 2-0, clean sheet, 2 good goals for us. We'll take them anyway. Player of the day, yeah. There's a lot of guys that actually play well today, I think. Some were coming back from injuries and other bits and pieces. But I'm actually going to give it to our skipper today, Shay Tom.
Yeah, thanks Terry. Thanks for coming back, Roslyn. Thanks to the refs. As you said, I think conditions were always going to make it a difficult day for the referees because players are going one way, they've got to change direction quick, wind holds things up, it's just nightmare. So yeah, thought you did well. Conditions obviously didn't help the standard of football. I thought at times the game got really scrappy and really bitty and stretched, and I don't think either team really wants to play like that, but you've got to manage conditions well, and I thought both teams did. I thought both teams have put on as good a game as could be hoped for out there. Like you say, I thought first half, I wouldn't say we had the better of it, but I thought we shaded it a little bit. I thought about 5-10 minutes before half time, Hughes really came on strong and had his pen back though, in honesty. And the first goal's a killer, but the second goal, it's an unbelievable strike. To take it full on the volley and right in the corner, it's worthy of winning any game. So I don't know who scored it, but well done. And for us, yeah, like you say, we spoke at half time about just having a little bit more belief. And second half, we got numbers forward more. You control the game, but we were still in it. We looked like we could get something out of it. Maybe if we'd have got the next goal, we might have been able to put a bit more pressure on. But User are really well organised, really good defensive unit and good side and tough to break down. And I think when you do get those moments, we had 1 or 2, you've got to take them because you're not going to give up many chances. Good luck for the rest of the season, boys. You're right in the hunt for the league. Yeah, and I think it'll stay that way. I think between the top 3 will probably be the top 3 come the season end. And you're a good side, you'll be right in the mix. For us, our season won't be defined by results against those top 3. It'll be defined. We've got Wanaka away next week. It'll be defined in games like that. The must-win games against the sides that are down around us. Player of the day for us today, I'm going to go Spencer Cunliffe. I thought you were absolutely outstanding. We've moved him positions recently. He's been brilliant in both games, so well done, Spenny. Cheers, lads. Thanks, everyone. Safe journey home, Roslyn. I hope you get back safe. Cheers, lads.
Oh, well, 2-0 loss. Bit disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's frustrating to start the way we started in that first 5 minutes, basically, and I think it's just miscommunications. It would have been good if Chris had called a bit earlier and been a bit more keen to come out, but then he was struggling with the light, apparently, so he had a cap on. But yeah, so it was just one of those things, and Rushy said he could have played it backwards, but didn't, and yeah, it's a goal. And once you've done that, it just means they can settle down. They don't have to force the game.
Yeah.
And that's what they sort of did in the first half. They didn't mind us having the ball too much. It was, you know, we didn't create that many chances, to be honest.
No, we didn't. We looked all right though in the first half.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was a
majority of the
relative
half.
even game, and we kept the ball relatively well. Still, our worst habit is just giving the ball away when we don't need to.
Yeah.
Sometimes perhaps trying to go forward a bit too quick, but yeah, so that was really frustrating, and it meant it was their game, if you know what I mean. And then the second half, I don't know.
Even the second goal right before half time was a bit of a killer, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, true, because and I'm not sure what happened with the back post. Something should have happened there. Somebody should put their body on the line and just get in the way of it, but we obviously didn't. And it was terrific strike.
Yeah,
by the
it
guy,
was a beautiful strike.
So you can't complain about that, but I don't think we created enough chances. And the second half, we let them sort of control the game and force us to do what we needed to do, you know. We made a couple of opportunities, but not enough. So I think we need to learn from yesterday for sure, yeah. And as I say, and if we can get those boys back, Caleb, because Caleb had a great game last week, terrific game of football.
He's been in good form.
Yeah, yes, yep. And Caleb's back there now,
Yeah.
looking good. So they will make a difference. If we can get our full 11 out there, I think we're on, yeah.
Obviously, the biggest result yesterday was the old Queen's Park second team
Absolutely.
knocking over the Thistle Prems 3-2.
Well, I didn't
Surrey
say that
Park.
my favourite moments, but any time you beat Thistle's a great moment from Queen's Park's point of view, you know. So yeah.
No, we were absolutely right. It was obviously the conditions yesterday were absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, but
Gale force winds.
you just got to play to way to it, and you guys did out there. So that's what you did, and got the goal. And going to 3-1 was the critical point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I actually think the boys showed a lot of character going 1-0 down with the wind in the first half.
Yeah,
that can be a killer sometimes,
stuff,
just
yeah.
mentally, you know. But Mikey struck back with a great goal. Burgee bombed one in. Too much power for Richie to handle.
This is Burgee we're talking about. What?
So. Yeah, and then Manny scored the third, scrappy goal into the win. Good on him, that's what he does.
Yeah, he does, that's all he does. He works hard, he works extremely hard, a bit clumsy at times, but he just needs to get a bit more composure, Manny, and then he'll get more goals and be in the game more. Yeah.
But no, hey.
Great result.
Great result. And it was a Thistle double header with the women taking on Thistle at Surrey Park 1 on the other side of the club rooms, and they came away with a 5-2 win, 4-0 at half time. Kate Bunting, a couple of goals. Tiana, first game of the season, I think she's played, scored a goal. That would have been the wildest celebration of the day, I'm sure.
It would have been, Jesus,
Porsche grabbing a goal and Tessa as well.
Cool.
So the girls just keep rolling.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
They dominated that game. You could see they were dominating. Even with the wind and not without the wind, they still dominated the game. So, they're doing the right things. Div 1 had a 6-0 win over Old Boys, and Div 2 got smashed. I don't really know what the score was there. Who was it?
No one could count.
Who was it against? I can't even...
Old Boys Black.
Oh, yeah. It's a good side.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll move on, mate, into the Who Am I segment of the show.
Oh, we've got to do this now. This is clever. Hang on, I'll go get Google out. You ready?
We'll put you to a test here,
here we
mate.
go. I should have looked at the questions already. Oh, they're all there.
So, just a reminder, you get one guess per clue. First clue's worth 50 points, second's worth 40, and so forth.
Fair enough.
So, clue number 1. Who am I? I was born 11th of December 1961 in the UK.
Bobby Moore.
No, not Bobby Moore.
1961.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no, of course not. He was before that, yeah.
Clue number 2. I played for 7 clubs in my career, including Notts County, Sheffield Wednesday, and the Boston Bulldogs. So those 3 plus 4 others.
Sheffield Wednesday, 1961. God, that's a killer. Boston. Gascoigne.
No, not Paulie Gascoigne, no.
No?
Clue number 3. I was a right back for most of my career and earned 27 caps for Scotland, including at the 86 World Cup.
Oh, stuff me. Why did you choose Scotland? Jeez, fuck of a Scot. I can't even... Right back for Scotland. Nah.
No, not sure.
No, that's jeepers. You're supposed to get somebody
Tough,
famous,
tough,
kid.
tough.
None of these
No,
Scottish
yeah.
blokes, you know.
I won 5 First Division titles, 3 FA Cups, and the 1984 European Cup with Liverpool.
Oh, God, I must know this. This is terrible. Right back for Liverpool.
Scottish right back.
Yeah. That's terrible, isn't it? No, not Ray. Houghton. I've got the left back, can't get the right back. Nah.
He might have played fullback either side, to be fair.
Yeah. Nah, it's gone out of my head. My mate would know.
Clue number 5, mate.
Gee,
Last chance. Last chance
terrible,
saloon.
isn't it? Gee, major loser.
I'm currently an analyst on ESPN FC.
Oh, I can picture him as well and everything. No, sadly, nothing at all.
No good?
Sad, that is.
Walking away with 0. Stevie Nicol, mate.
Oh,
Stevie Nicol. Liverpool legend.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but he played all over the place. Yeah.
He did
No,
it,
good
yeah,
point.
he did.
No, he did, yeah.
Yeah. When I Googled it, it said majority at right back in his career, but...
I should have thought about the Scotland thing, really. Yeah, because who else played right there? It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh, well,
0,
mate,
what
zero,
a loser.
zero, you loser. Oh, well,
I'll get stick for that.
we'll take you outside and hopefully you can get more than 0 on the pens,
Oh,
mate.
yeah. Oh, I just want to beat Rat, but I don't know if I do.
Oh, it's bloody freezing cold today, mate, so we'll get this over pretty quick. For those at home who aren't aware, if you score the penalty, that's 5 points. Hit a yellow target, that's 20. Blue target's a 10. And if you miss, minus 5 points. You got a wee points prediction for yourself here, Ian?
Oh, Jesus, probably 15 if I'm lucky. I can hardly kick the ball with these knees.
Oh, well, we'll see how you go, mate.
Give it a go. All right.
Oh, well, 20 points on the pens, mate.
Pretty sad.
Oh, better than the who am I? Better than 0.
Well, I know, yeah, but 20 and zip, oh, jeepers, yeah. Lucky with the first one as well. Jeepers.
Hit the target.
Terrible goalie.
Hit a target.
Yeah, I know, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, true. Yeah. The goalkeeping left a...
I forgot about the -5 with the miss. Yeah, better to be on target, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so.
Oh, well, that'll put you in 8th place, mate.
Bit sad, really.
One
8
off
out
the
of
bottom.
9, is it?
8 out of 9. One off the
jeepers.
bottom.
Yeah,
Which,
sad.
hey, to be fair, we'd take that in the Southern League
Oh,
right
we
now,
would
wouldn't
do,
we? One off the
absolutely.
bottom. One off the bottoms.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Probably good. Yeah,
Not get relegated. Righto, fixtures coming up this week. The Premier team are away to Wanaka. That game will be at 2:45. Usually is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So good luck to them. Hopefully we got a strong squad and can give it a real good nudge.
Yes, we should have everybody back, hopefully. Yeah.
Cool. Donald Gray at home to Old Boys at 3 p.m. The women are away to Gore at 1 p.m. Which top of the table clash. That's a big game actually.
That'd be good.
Hopefully they can get a result there. That'll set the season away for them really. Div 1 also in Gore at 1 p.m. and Div 2 at home to Old Boys at 1 p.m. And as always, a big thanks to the sponsors, Downer NZ, Niagara Sawmill, Nind Electrical, Hop and Vine, Winton and Invercargill Flooring Extra, Local Pack, Fit for You, GD Electrical, and of course the Calvin Hotel.
Excellent.
Yeah, oh well, Biggin, thanks for coming on, mate.
That's all right. Cheers, Glenn.
we'll,
Sorry, you poor loser.
yeah, hey, look, we might get you back in a few weeks. Maybe you can have another crack.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Just tell me next time it's Liverpool and Scottish, and then we'll be right.
Yeah, right. Keep the
that's
Scots out of
sweet.
it.
All right, mate.
Cheers for coming on. And remember, guys, Queen's Park for life. See you next week.